Game 3. Every match has gone 3 games, so that tells me this deck is pretty close to doing something pretty good. Again, maybe adding red might be the idea here, but I'm going to play first. He's a fast deck, and yeah. Gosh, I really want to keep this, but I have to draw into too many things, so I'm going to mulligan here. Yeah, I am going to keep this for sure. So we'll keep a 2-lander. We got a Grasp. We got a Contagion Clasp. So hopefully it gives us a few turns to draw into a turn 4 Lash Writhe. Opponent is deciding whether or not to mulligan. Hopefully we just, play first, land, next turn, draw Despise, get rid of a card, then keep Clasp and Grasp of Darkness back. Okay, he does mulligan, so no, I do not want to go to 5. I'm good with what I have. I mean, with such a low casting, low mana curve in his deck, and being on the draw, I mean, I don't know why he's thinking so hard about taking a mulligan. At least on the first one, I hear he might be a little iffy, but he's looking at it a long time. So either he's putting himself on a draw here, like maybe if he draws one card, a land or something like that. Yeah, he kept that. So hopefully he just kind of misses on whatever he's hoping to get. No turn 1 Inkmoth Nexus, please. Thank you. Okay, so ooh, I will definitely pay 2 life to get that out next turn if I can draw land. This card is just so good, especially in a deck where you're putting counters on things and proliferating. It can be really good. Okay, so here's Glint Hawk, yep. So let's do this. And now he loses 2 creatures. You like that trick? I didn't realize I could do that. Okay, well, he mulliganed to 6, and we got 2 creatures, and we missed a land drop, so. Mirrorsmith would be good here. I'd like to see a Mirrorsmith here. That's not what I want to see here, unfortunately. Why? Well, let's say when an artifact enters the... Okay, yeah. So, that makes a little more sense. Okay, well, we are going to get there with 2 land. So hopefully he does this little trick here, making him a 2/2. Okay, good. Let's see. No whammies here. No Tempered Steel. I think he's thinking about it, playing Tempered Steel and activating him. Nope. Okay, so hopefully he just keeps missing and we can just get a land, because we got Grim Affliction, Tezzeret's Gambit, and Lash Writhe, and Skinrender, and all kinds of fun stuff, so. Again, going to my original, when I originally introduced the deck, right here, if I had a Dismember, man, I would lose 4 life just to get rid of this guy. So I'm just not a... Dismember is a great card, don't get me wrong. I just don't know in a mono black deck if it's needed. Eek. Alright, now it's starting to get a little stupid. Yeah, I think I play the Contagion Clasp here because he hits a Tempered Steel, hits me for 3, and then the Tez Gambit hurts a little more. So whenever he decides to let me continue, I will go ahead and clasp this mirror. He's got 3 cards in hand. He took a long time keeping his 6 card hand, and so I'm just going to go ahead and just continue to just keep his creatures off the board. I mean, if all he's got is like a few land and a Tempered Steel, that just, wrecked him. But who knows? Batterskull, yep. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. That is not. So let's not let him, uh, well, yeah, we don't want him to bounce Batter Skull in response. Or do we? If we do it now, he could bounce it, or he could play another creature, but he can't equip it. Yeah, I think we do it now. He's gonna get sick of seeing Grasp of Darkness. I mean, that just buys us another turn. The reason I was thinking of not doing it is because, you know, if I draw a land, I can Tumble Magnet the living weapon for a while, and then when he goes to equip something, I can Grasp of Darkness it. But yeah, oof, man, this is really bad. He's gonna equip next turn and hit me for 1,000,000,000, gain 1,000,000,000 life. So I don't think we want to waste a Tumble Magnet on him. I mean, just bring him down to 1 isn't that big a deal. I mean, a Contagion class, we want to get the Tumble Magnet out. So yeah, we'll go ahead and just. He's gonna hit me for 8. There's nothing I can do about it. The goal would be to drop a Tumble Magnet. Next turn, tap it, Grim Affliction, draw another land, maybe play Skin Render and kill him. But yeah, I mean, he's going to equip this and beat. There's no reason not to. I mean, when you're doing a 16-point swing, it's like you go for it. Now, if I would have had another Grasp of Darkness, he would have been really upset. Yeah, well, we're going to lose to Mana Screw. And again, I'm not going to blame Moto on that. I mean, I have 21 lands in here. Again, like I said, I've thrown this deck together last minute and still going 3 games every match. Shows me that it's not very far off. Maybe if I play red, you can get the Scrap Melter in there. You can get Volt Charge, which works very well. Yeah, so I'm pretty much dead this turn. Yeah. I mean, I could have. Yeah, that was just a little too late. Yeah, there it was coming. How many more did I was gonna get? Oh. Yeah, I mean, I kept a 2-lander. I had Tezzeret's Gambit and these 2 guys and Contagion Clasp and Grasp of Darkness. So hey, those are the breaks. Looking at the deck again, just real quick, or not. Let's load it up real quick. So what seemed to work pretty good is that Moto keeps screwing up. That's what seems to work really good. I don't think these are that bad. I think they worked pretty well as they kind of started the proliferate engine, especially if you can get one of these on a Glinthawk Idol or something to that effect, because then you can still proliferate the counters, and then it makes the Glinthawk Idol bad. The Silver Mirror, I think we're a little kind of clogged the deck. I just really wanted some ramp, and wanted to be able to play this. So I'm not sure about that. Maybe the Wellspring instead of these guys to be able to go and put 1 island in here to maybe be able to fish up an island, but then I don't have anything to sacrifice an artifact, which would be good. So I don't know, maybe looking at some kind of different type of ramp, maybe that goes and gets lands, thins the deck out, something to that effect, quite possibly. I still think Memoricide's a decent sideboard card, so I'm gonna hang on to that. Let me not get off track. Guess the Verdict. I didn't see any Thrun decks, so I'm still not sure how well that played. Of course, Grasp of Darkness is good. These guys were great. I just don't want to turn it into a total infect deck. I like that you can go the distance with Lash Writhe on a Phyrexian Crusader and then proliferating. Um, he did okay for one game. Never saw the Carnifex Demon or never got to play it. Black Sun Zenith plays well. This is obviously playing well, especially you get a Lash Wraith on it. Tezzeret's Gambit is solid. Skinwinter's good. But it seemed like what I died to the most was enchantments and artifacts. Not being able to get rid of enchantments and artifacts is pretty bad. So the only enchantment really that in Scar's block that you are really worried about is well, I take it back. The enchantments that you're worried about are control magics and tempered steel. So and I don't really, off the top of my head, I have to look see what black has as an answer to those. Um, Now, if I went black red with the deck, then obviously there are ways to get rid of artifacts, you know, shatters and whatnot. I actually thought about black green, um, but then you just might as well do infect if you're going to do black green. The reason I was thinking black green is because you still have shatter effects with Glissa Scorn, and you have Slice and Twain, which does get rid of enchantments. But then it makes a lot of the, you know, triple black, and you know, I think the reason why I like this deck so much was the mono black, being able just to every land, you know, all these you can look at as colorless. You know, this costs 3, this costs 3, 2. You're not stuck on having a couple Grasp of Darkness and only one swamp. You know, you're always going to have, if you have 2 land, you can play Grasp of Darkness. So I'll have to look. I'll have to look and see what I can find in some of the Phyrexian stuff. Maybe I thought of Apostle's Blessing possibly as a card to put in here. So there's some things. Active Aggression might be decent. It's a really decent trick. Maybe Active Aggression, a couple mountains, and a what you call it, island, and replace these guys with a wellspring or 2. I'm just not sure. So, but I like to keep it as mono black as possible, as it's just something that's fun for me to play. I enjoy playing it. So anyway, hope you enjoyed it. I know I did a lot of talking, but again, it's kind of play testing. So I'd really like everyone's input. Let me know what you think might work, some cards that would work. Again, remember this is Scar's block that I'm designing a deck for, not standard. So yeah, and hope you enjoyed it. At least they were games that went the distance, or matches that went the distance. And unfortunately, we didn't win. But hey, 2 tickets and a promo card. That's pretty sweet. So see you next time. Probably be a draft next time. And yep, we'll see you then.